Alright, let's try searching in a single linked list. We're gonna start by first finding value 5. In order to search in a linked list, we will need to iterate through all the elements of a linked list until we find our wanted element. And we're gonna search by value, so we're gonna want the element that has a value of 5, and the element in our case is just a node. So we always have a head pointer in a linked list. So we were gonna start by cloning it and making a clone of our head pointer, which will be at the same position of our head, which is 5. So like I said, we were gonna search for element number of value 5, and luckily we have our element at our head position. So we found our element, we just return it and we stop the iteration. Or maybe you just return true based on your implementation. Alright, let's say we want to find an element of value 9. How can we find it? We have our next property which refers to the next element, which is our node. So we basically just hit our next element and it returns us with the next node, and which is value of 3, and we just compare the value. We are searching for 9. So is 9 equal 3? No, it's not. So we will complete our iteration. We're gonna check our next element and it will return us a node of value 9. And let's compare. We're searching for 9 value. Is 9 equals 9? Yes, it is. So basically we found our element. And we should stop here and return basically what we have in our implementation. Let's consider we have a scenario where we're searching for a value that doesn't exist in our single linked list, like a negative 15. We don't have any elements that has negative 15 value. So let's try and continue. You will do the similar steps like the point until you reach 9, and we'll continue iteration to the next elements. We're gonna check the next property which returns us our next node, which is negative 10. Is negative 10 equals negative 15? It doesn't. So we'll just keep iterating until we reach to the point that it doesn't have any existing value. Like the next element of negative 10 is null. It's empty. It doesn't exist. This is a point where we find, hey, we didn't find any element that has your value, which is negative 15. So what should we do at this case? We just return negative 1 or we return false based on your implementation. And this is a conceptual overview of how can you search in a single